I'm James Spann. This is the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday, the 14th of July. And no major changes in our thinking. We're expecting the coverage of afternoon storms to gradually increase through midweek, with heat levels just ever so slowly backing down a bit. Let's look at some of the Skycam shots, and by golly, it is raining at the Inverness Skycam about 2 o'clock. That's the view from the Wingate Inn looking to the southeast, or a healthy showers in progress there. There's the Fayette Skycam. Look at the little updraft there off in the distance. You can see a distant thunderstorm that's over Walker County from Fayette County as we look back to the east. And as we often do in this crisis situation for the Gulf Coast and the big oil spill, that's our Gulf Shore Skycam. And again, that's just mind-boggling. After looking at those scenes for years, there's just nobody down there at mid-afternoon on a bright, sunny summer day. Just amazing. Let's look at the water vapor satellite shot, and again, the western trough is beginning to lift out, and as that happens, it's going to beat down this ridge a little bit, so the heights are coming down, and you can see the convection breaking out across the state. Now, away from the showers, it's hot, no doubt about that. Tuscaloosa's at 96 at 2 o'clock. Montgomery wins the trophy at 99, but with nearby rain showers, Birmingham and Anniston have cooled down to 84, and that's a lot more like it. We'll check the national view. Just wanted to show you that Dothan down there is sitting at 100 in the Wiregrass. Second day in a row, they've had triple-digit heat, and they are clearly one of the hottest spots in the entire nation. But look at the air into the trough out there. I see some 30s in the mountains of Colorado. That's fantastic. Anytime it's awfully hot somewhere, it's usually cool somewhere around the nation. All balances out. There's a radar at 225. And again, you can see the convection. It's pretty scattered, but again, now we've had some rain in the Birmingham metro. Healthy storm down there near Mount Cheehaw. One sitting on the Blount-Cullman County line, others in DeKalb and Cherokee counties. And I think the radar will be a little more active through the next couple of days. Up on the watch warning map, 1, 2, 3 severe thunderstorm watch areas and a whole bunch of flash flood watches on the periphery of the heat bubble. One watch for parts of West Texas, one for parts of Illinois and Indiana, and a third, this one, down into eastern Tennessee, over into the Carolinas and parts of southwest Virginia. Convective outlook for the rest of today and tonight, a slight risk from West Texas into parts of Ohio and West Virginia, basically where those watch boxes are up. Tomorrow, got a slight risk for roughly the same area, and on day 3, which is Wednesday, a slight risk way up north. And while we do expect to see an increase in afternoon convection, the air mass type storms down here, we don't expect any organized severe weather. There's the QPF chart. Expected rain for the next 5 days, valid through Saturday morning at 7 o'clock. About 1 inch shows up down to below Montgomery, and about 1/2 inch here. And, these maps are just not that good in the summer because of the scattered nature of the storms. But again, the idea is that we should see an increase at midweek, then a decrease again in storms by the end of the week and the weekend. And a peek at our tropical wave out there in the Atlantic, it's looking not particularly well organized, and the guys at NHC have lowered the risk of development from 60% down to 40% now. And again, these early season systems have a really hard time for a lot of different reasons. Sometimes they fight the dry desert air that comes off the coast of Africa. Sometimes they fight cooler SSTs. And sometimes they fight wind shear. And sure enough, here's a wind shear analysis across the Atlantic Basin. You can see those higher shear values off in the Caribbean, and it'll be fighting that. So odds are this might not make it to Alex, and the models, many of them have lost it. Just a handful are identifying it now, and those that do want to bring it up toward the Leeward Islands. But again, the odds are this will not be a big problem. But as always, kind of like thunderstorms, you expect the unexpected. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll look at the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid at 1 o'clock tomorrow. And again, you can see the western trough is lifting out as a shortwave, beating down the ridge a little bit. And with the moisture axis in place, we'll see scattered showers and storms, primarily driven by the daytime heat. So they'll be most active tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Wednesday, same deal. Very typical summer weather, partly sunny, few scattered showers and storms around. And Thursday, the same deal. We're talking mostly low 90s on those 3 days, tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. Now, we'll go to Friday. And the 594 ring shows up again in the westerlies retreat north and the ridge begins to rebuild. So more than likely, this will be a day where the showers go really isolated and we go back up in the mid-90s. And I think that'll be the deal for the weekend. There's a look at Saturday. Hot, mid-90s. Any storm should be very isolated. And the same thing on Sunday. Bottom line is this weekend looks a lot like last weekend. And a week from today, ridge. Yep. Hot, only isolated storms, mid-90s. But hey, how about a trough? A lot of us trough fans would love to see that. This is probably a pipe dream, but this is June 30th, and the GFS is depicting a long-wave trough over the east. And if that's the case, that would bring some, well, don't want to say cooler air, but that would keep us in the 80s, if that's right. But we all know that will probably vanish on the next run. Just nice to see at least the idea out there. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening. ABC 3340 in Birmingham at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening, and God bless.
Weather.